Yeah.
Of course, it's 2024, the globalization era. People like to use social media as a platform to share their activities and even personal lives. But did you know that if we share too much personal information, it will lead us to data breach? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah.
Honorable judges, respectable audiences. Before I start my speech, let me praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for He has given us His mercy and blessing so that we can all compete in the National English Festival Speech Competition. I'm Nazila, Kamaliyah from Insan Kamil Islamic Integrated Junior High School, and today I'd like to convey a speech entitled Data Breach, the Danger of Self-Disclosure. Based on a report released by We Are Social in January 2024, there are 139 million social media user identities. This figure is equivalent to 49.9% of the total national population. However, this massive figure is imbalanced with Indonesia's privacy laws. According to the Daily MBA, from January to November 2022, just within 10 months, more than 15 million global data records have been exposed, leaked, lost, or stolen. The cause of this issue is self-disclosure on social media. Self-disclosure is a dangerous thing we should all avoid. People often share their activities and even things that concern privacy. This is what we call self-disclosure. Self-disclosure makes it easier for cyber criminals to access our data, which can lead to data breach. Data breach involves unauthorized access to valuable data, often used for social engineering attacks such as phishing emails. To increase privacy awareness in Indonesia, the citizens should be educated about privacy on social media. That's why I am here today to tell you some information that we should never share on social media. The first one is location details. Adding location to our post is a common thing we usually do, right? But it is actually dangerous. In October 2019, a Japanese man was accused of stalking and assaulting a young pop idol. He told the police that his victim's photographs had helped him identify the exact train station she would commute from. He would zoom in on her pictures to analyze the reflection of scenery in her eyes. Then he would study her online videos to determine what building and on which floor she lived. The second information we should protect is negative emotions or complaints. Yes, of course, social media is a place to express ourselves, but there are boundaries that we should never cross. Complaints or negative emotion is not something we can freely share because it can affect our reputation and professional relationships. I once saw a video of two women complaining about an Insan usual brand that they think tastes awful. In the video, they ruined the product in marketing. They received a lot of negative comments and also ruined the reputation of the product. From here, we can learn to keep all of the negative emotions by ourselves. The third information that we should protect is personal information. This point refers to physical and online documents such as banking information, identity cards, credit cards, and more. Actually, it seems pretty uncommon, right? But sometimes, people accidentally get their personal information in their social media post. An identity theft, John Stiller had become a victim of a fraudster who opened a credit account under his name. Using all the information social media. This case resulted in ATM withdrawals and unauthorized transactions. And last but not least, the information that we should protect from social media is personal pictures. An anonymous posted a story on the internet about one of their friends who is pretty and has a fun life, but has a private social media. But even so, it turns out that there are people who misuse her picture to create a fake account. Once this account gained a lot of followers, this account started to commit fraud. From here, we can learn to limit our personal pictures on social media. In conclusion, self-disclosure is a dangerous thing we should all avoid. The more personal and sensitive information we share on social media, the easier it is for our data to be leaked. So, be wise with what you share on social media. Now, let me close my speech with a quote. Cybersecurity is a shared responsibility, and it boils down to this. In cybersecurity, the more systems we secure, the more secure we all are. So, let us all build a secure, unsafe environment online on social media. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.